This video is about entertainment resources. So now that we're not together physically, meeting and seeing one another together, completing these hands-on and real-life scenarios through role play is a lot harder to do, rightfully so. But that doesn't mean we can't still learn. One resource that we can use to increase our communication skills, understanding of relationships, and ways to thrive in social environments is by watching educational videos or even TV shows that depict real life situations in order to learn how to handle or how to not handle a situation. So I wanted to share with you today some of the resources that I've asked your fellow residents to share that they've been using during this time of quarantine, or, in quote unquote normal times when when it wasn't quarantine and everything going on, and some that I've researched on my own. So these are only a handful, not limited to this, but here's some ideas. These that I'm going to show you are TV shows. And so, sorry, that's my dog squeaking toy. So the first one's called Born This Way. And this show is about young adults with Down syndrome who are pursuing their passions while defying society's expectations. And I have seen a handful of these episodes, not a lot, but there are ones that are about relationships and dating and how to handle those situations or how they handle it, to kind of see some real life application. The other one is called Atypical, and that's on Netflix. Born This Way is on A&E. Atypical is on Netflix, and this one is about a high school student named Sam, and he has a sister and two parents, and the show focuses on that family dynamic while also on Sam's life as a young man with autism. And it shows how he navigates employment and school and relationships, going to higher education with his future goals, things like that. And it's a good one to kind of show the different dynamics, since it has so many different interactions with like relationships or going to college or different kind of communication skills like that. Once again, this show is like fiction based, so it's made up, versus Born This Way is real people's lives. So the ones that are made up are going to be influenced by Hollywood, things like that. So sometimes things are a little bit more dramatic or, not as lifelike, but give you an idea or could teach you how to not handle a situation versus handling it. But kind of wanted to give that precursor to watching that. And then the last one, this one is a little bit more mature. I personally have not watched it, but I have looked up at reviews and heard from different coaches. It is more for, it has sexual scenes, it has sexual references more than a typical show, but I did want to still share it since we're all adults and we can decide what we want to watch or whatnot. But the last one is Everything Is Going to Be Okay, and that's on Freeform. This one is about two sisters who live with their half-brother, and their dad passes away from cancer. And it shows how these people navigate relationships, dealing with grief, and challenges that comes with being young adults, both with a disability and without. So one of the sisters has a disability of autism, and so it shows different kind of circumstances that emerge from that different dynamic. So once again, this one is probably to your own discretion if you want to watch it. It's on Freeform, but know that there are some more mature references or situations than the other two. Lastly, I wanted to mention how YouTube, what I'm videoing on and how you're watching this video, that site can be such a good resource as well. On YouTube, you can watch small portions of videos, so kind of like the ones I just shared or other TV shows that maybe you don't have the cable or the network that they are showed on. You can search like the TV show, so type in name of show, so maybe Born This Way. And then one strategy I use sometimes is I put in that TV show's name, but then I also put in a key descriptor, like a keyword of like maybe communication. So Born This Way, communication, because I want to see certain scenes that highlight that or highlight relationships. And that could be short little snippets, 5 to 10 minutes on YouTube, and kind of show you real life scenarios or how people handled it or some examples that could be useful to applying or problem solving different situations in your own life. Another resource on YouTube is called 714 Joy. And this is a group of individuals with disabilities that have created a YouTube account. And they're actually located here in Indiana. And they share how to do different household tasks or share about different life skills that they are able to do as independently as possible. So this group of individuals with disabilities is trying to empower other people in their community, both with disabilities and without, that they can do things on their own, and they want to show people how the adaptations they use work for them. And I think this is a great way to be a self-advocate, fulfill that role, and can allow us to see how people are thriving in their different circumstances. And this brings me to my last point. I think that Village of Merici could definitely make their own YouTube channel and make their own videos showing or demonstrating or talking about different concepts that we've learned in Rock and Relationships or nutrition or yoga. Because studies show that once we teach information we've learned, our brain understands it even better. So this could be a great way for us to learn what we are in the process of learning or trying to understand better from these different sessions or different things you're working on with your coaches. But it could also be a way to show other people how awesome you guys are fulfilling roles of being self-advocates or being independent in relationships or growing in your communication skills. So this could be something I can help you guys set up, and also a way to connect with one another during these times of being more isolated with quarantine. And it can also just make you more active in your community and show different skills we all have. So I think that's something that could be an exciting goal down the future. But yeah, so these are a few of the entertainment resources you guys can use, and I hope you enjoyed.